Welcome back to Quantreef.com. XRP sitting at 103.05, right in a squeeze zone under its session VWAP. We've got liquidity pools stacked on both sides, so today we'll walk through structure, VWAP, Fib, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely resolves over the next several hours. Price is 103.05, trading below the session VWAP at 103.22. And below both anchored VWAPs from the swing high at 107.84 and swing low at 105.17. That's a 2.5% gap between them, so I treat those as two separate levels, not one. Sitting under all three tells you sellers still hold the tape, and momentum leads bearish in this risk-off read. The bigger liquidation pool sits below, around 102, carrying roughly 68 billion in notional and a 69% chance of getting tagged in the next day. Upside has a smaller wall near 105.5, about 29 billion, with only an 11% reach probability. Markets gravitate toward the fatter pool because that's where stops and leveraged longs cluster. Price gets pulled there to unwind that size before any real reversal. On the panel right now, resistance above sits at the 1-hour swing high, 103.87, then the stop-loss cluster at 104.139. Below, support shows up at target 1. 101 for 4, then target 2 at 0.994, and target 3 down at 0.974. Given the liquidation skew, the supports below look more likely to get tested first, and a reclaim back above 103.87 would invalidate the bearish red. Above price we've got three unfilled bearish fair value gaps, the nearest between 104.32 and 105.5, then one between 105.24 and 106.07, and a third stretching up to 109.55. All three sit above and act like magnets on a bounce, but none are filled yet. On the Fib side, price is below the 0.786 retracement at 107.18, about 4% away. Given the liquidation pool is closer and heavier, I'd expect price to react to that downside level before it ever tags these gaps. This one's graded watch, N at 86, HTS at 63. Trend and structure at 85 and volume and liquidity at 83 are carrying the score, while macro regime at 37 and crypto relative strength at 40 are dragging it down. Retail 74.6% long, top account 77.8% long, but the 4-hour taker split is 52.2% short versus 47.8% long, so the crowd's long biased while recent flow is actually selling into them. With the downside pool at 102 carrying near 70% reach odds, that's the more probable magnet, especially with taker flow leaning short against a long-heavy retail base. That's the squeeze risk if sellers push through. A clean sweep there could flip into a bounce toward 103.0 and 104.134. Remember, XRP largely follows Bitcoin's own liquidity flow, so check Bitcoin's picture before leaning either way here. Bullish case confirms above 103.87, invalidated back under 102. Bearish case confirms under 102, invalidated on a reclaim of 103.87. So we're sitting right at a decision point. Whoever grabs the next pool of liquidity likely dictates the next real leg. If this kind of breakdown helps, drop a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grade, probability and liquidity read across over 100 coins, with a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.